Hi everybody. The end of summer, actually the first weekend, first Saturday of September, I'm going to be vending at an event here in Portland, Oregon called Halloween Swamp Meet. It's going to be held at Oaks Amusement Park. And I need to do some event prep. I don't want to wait to the very last minute because that's when things get stressful and mistakes happen. So I'm starting early so that I could do a little bit here and there so I don't burn out as well. Today is, where's my calendar? June 5th of 2023. I don't know when this video is actually going to go up because I'm still in the process of uploading all of my road trip vlogs from our trip when we went to Colorado, and then I had a couple other things happen in between. So this is probably not going to go up until the middle of July. So anyway, I'm going to do a little bit each day this week and record just a small snippet of what I do, because if I recorded everything, this video would be 500 hours long, and that's ridiculous. So a small clip of what I'm working on each day to build up inventory for this event. So I'm going to have a small table to the side of the dog stuff that's going to be some of the other creations that both Pete and I have been working on. I want to bring in some of my crocheted items to the event to sell because I think that'd be a lot of fun. And Pete recently bought a laser engraver wood thing, and he's been making coasters and different things in wood and slate tiles that I'd like to see him try to sell some of that stuff as well. So we're going to have what we're calling Winton creations on the side table, where we'll have things like my crocheted plushie horror dolls. So far I have these guys. I'm also going to work on a Freddy Krueger, Jack Torrance from The Shining, maybe Chucky. I have a bunch of goats that I've been making, and whatever else I find between now and the end of August that I can crochet really quick to add to the inventory that fits the Halloween gothy vibes. I have some 3D printed props, weapons for these guys that I need to paint up. So I will have a day where I'm painting. You know, we got Jack's axe, we have Sam's lollipop, Jason's machete, and Ghostface knife. I need to paint those, and I also need to have Pete print some more because I want to have multiple. My goal is to have at least 2 of each horror doll, maybe more if I can find the motivation and time to do more, but at least 2 to start with for, this year to see how it goes. And whatever doesn't sell, I will put on in my Etsy shop, depending on what it is. I also have some canvas here that I picked up at the Dollar Tree that I thought would be fun for Shorty to paint, and we'll sell little doggy paintings so she could be part of the Winton creations as well. So not only will be having Pete's coasters and little candle boxes and whatever he makes and my crocheting stuff, we will also have some Shorty paintings, dog paintings. So that'll be fun. I'm going to be making some coasters as well. I have to pull out the inventory suitcase and go through it and see what's all in there, do a mental note and figure out what I need to make. I know last year the big seller items were bandanas and the witch hats, so I definitely want to pull out my Halloween stash of fabric and sit at the sewing machine and make some more of those. So one of the days this week will be a sewing day. I'll have to bring up a table for cutting out all the fabric on. So we'll have cutting fabric and sewing as one of the days. We'll have a painting day. We'll have a crocheting day, and whatever else. I have 2 wooden crate bins that I want to paint black that'll hold the different things I crochet, and so there'll be all sorts of different random crafts each day. I'm only going to record a small snippet, not going to record every single thing I do from start to finish, just a small snippet, and then I'm going to speed it up time-lapse style so that it doesn't take up all day to have this video. And then, so starting Monday, which is today, what did I say? It was June 5th, 2023. And then I'll check back in and talk to you guys on Friday. For me, that will be June 9th of 2023. And I will show you everything I was able to get done in a week's time. I'm really excited for the challenge to see exactly how much I can accomplish crafty-wise in a week's time. My husband is out of town. I have no place to go. The only distraction I'm going to have is an Amazon delivery later today, and then I'll get busy doing something this afternoon, evening, and I shouldn't have any other distractions. Hopefully, fingers crossed, knock on wood. So hopefully I can get a lot done. I'm real excited to see. So I will check back in with you guys on Friday. Enjoy the time lapse of each day's creating something crafty for vending this Halloween event. I'm excited. I love the Halloween swap meet. So save the date, mark it on your calendar. Hopefully you'll come and check it out and support some amazing artists from the Portland area, vendors, small businesses. It's free to attend. So anyway, yeah.
You gotta notice, hey, I'm falling in love. You're feeling something, hey, you cannot control. Just in time you came, and you changed all my perspective. Just in time you came, and I love it, I love it. It's so great to have in my life, make me feel so lucky, yeah. It's so great to have in my life, make me feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, feel so lucky. Feel so lucky, feel so lucky. Feel so lucky, feel so lucky. You gotta notice, hey, I'm falling in love. You're feeling something, hey, you cannot control. Just in time you came, and you changed all my perspective. Just in time you came, and I love it, I love it. It's so great to have in my life, make me feel so lucky, yeah. It's so great to have in my life, make me feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, feel so, feel so lucky, yeah. Feel so lucky, feel so lucky. Feel so lucky, feel so.
It's Friday, and I'm back to share with you what all I was able to get done in a week's time. I did get quite a bit done, but not as much as I was really hoping for. Like, in my mind, I was challenging myself to get as much done as I possibly could each day, and I did. But unfortunately, there was one day where I only got like one thing done because I had a little interruption. I was sitting here working, and I heard a crashing sound come from my backyard. I looked out the window, and I saw the side fence had fallen over. And I'm like, oh, shoot. That sucks. Unfortunately, Pete's out of town this week, figures, and so I'm like, what do I do? I go out there, I check it out, I'm like, oh man, it landed on my rose bush, so it's totaled. I ended up messaging my neighbor that lives down a couple from me, and he came over to check out everything, see what happened, and found out that one of the boards, the post, had gotten rotten and just snapped. And that's what caused everything to fall over. So he said that he would go back to his place, get some tools, get a shovel, and come back and help me out with it, which he did. In the meantime, I'm trying to move the rose bush out of the way and trimming it the best I could, just so that nobody got hurt from the rose thorns, you know, scratches and stuff, because it was a hot day. He came over wearing shorts and a tank top, and I didn't want him to get all scratched up from the roses. So while he's getting all the stuff, I'm trimming it the best I can to get it out of the way. He comes back and moves everything, all the fence that fell over, so that he could get to the hole to pull out the broken post bits and redig the hole a little deeper. And then I went in the house to go do a few things and came back and noticed he disappeared. I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe he went home to go get something. Whatever, you know, I appreciate him coming over and helping what he did do. A few minutes later, he comes back and he's got a brand new post, a bucket from Home Depot, and some cement. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing? So he fixed my fence, repaired it. I'm like, oh, that was amazing. So after it was up and done, I trimmed the rose bush more and got rid of the parts that were damaged. And just my whole day was shot because I was out dealing with fence repairs and yard cleanup and just being so hot because that was the hottest day of the week. I just had no motivation after I got back in the house. I took a cold shower and just sat down in the air conditioning and vegged out, watched movies the rest of the day. And so I didn't feel like crocheting or sewing or anything. So that day I only got one thing done, and that was the coffin coaster. It's a coaster for your coffee mug. I am going to make a bunch more of these because these are super cute and they'll be absolutely perfect for the Halloween swamp meet. I got a couple zombie plushies crocheted. I only got 2. I definitely want to make a lot more of these because I think they're super cute. And then I got a whole bunch of stuff cut out and partially sewn together. So like this stack is all witch hats. They're all cut out and sewn together to this point. So I have to add the cone part to the base with ribbon to attach to the heads of the pet. And that will happen probably next week. But the hardest part of the witch hat making is done, and that is cutting out the pattern and getting it to this point. So the rest finishing up shouldn't take too terribly long, maybe an hour or 2 next week, depending on my distracted brain, because I'm easily distracted. And then I also have a stack, oh, sorry about my chair, it's squeaky. 2 cat neckties. I got them almost done. I just need to add the Velcro to them. And there's 14 of the witch hats. I had to make myself a little note. So 14 witch hats, that's a lot because it's, you know, the fabric and then it's the felt lining. So that was a lot of cutting of that pattern, which was very, very time consuming. I actually worked on that for 2 days. I have 2 little dog vests here that are finished. They just need Velcro. And then I have 4 squeaky coffin toys. One of them is completely done, and the other 3 I need to add stuffing and squeakers to. And then I have 16 bandanas cut out. I have them almost all finished. These ones are finished. I have 4 left that I need to finish, which I will actually finish later tonight. That's my plan for today, is to finish the bandanas and maybe put the Velcro on the little vest and the cat ties, and then maybe also do the stuffing on the coffin toys. So that's the plan tonight. And the witch hats will get done next week. And then Shorty was able to contribute 2 paintings. She did one on one day and then another on another day. So they weren't the same day, but they turned out really cute. They go like that. There we go. Cool. So not a bad start to event prep. I definitely have a long ways to go for more stuff to fill a 10 by 10 booth, but I also still need to pull out my suitcase of vending stuff from last time I was a vendor to see what's in there, because I know I still have a bunch of stuff in there. I know there's something. I know I have a stack of clothing in a tote in the garage, and some little like coffin backpack harness things that I've made. And I have a bunch of Harry Potter inspired dog scarves that I'll take. I have to do catnip bats, but that is a last minute thing because I want them to be fresh. And yeah, so we still have some time. I will have another day of crafting. I don't know if I'll vlog it or not. I mean, it'll be more than one day. I liked challenging myself. That was kind of cool. So I might do that again before the event. Because the event's not till the first Saturday of September. So I have plenty of time to do a whole nother week of challenging to see how much I could get done each day for a week. Set a goal and see if I can meet it. That actually helps keep me motivated. I didn't get any painting done, which I was hoping to get to. But at the same time, the bins I want to paint for part of my display, I actually prefer getting spray paint, and I don't have the right color spray paint, or at least enough of the right color. So I need to hit the hardware store and get a couple cans of spray paint to do that. And I'll do that probably next week after payday. Go get a couple cans of spray paint. And I have to paint the little props that were 3D printed. I have to do that still, but that'll be maybe next week as well. But for today, this is it. The only thing I'm going to do is finish this small pile of stuff. I have some housework I got to go do, so I'm going to take care of that, and then we'll sit here and be done. So thank you so much for joining me on my week-long How Much Can I Get Done in a Week's challenge on event prep for vending my event at the end of this. Well, is it the end of summer? No, because the end of summer is like sometime in the middle of September. So yeah, event prep for Halloween Swamp Meet in September of 2023. Hopefully you'll be there. I know I will like do an announcement again as it gets a lot closer. Maybe I'll even do like a practice setup of my booth to get a rough idea what I want to do for my booth. And I will definitely give you more details as it's closer. Anyway, I have babbled long enough. This video is going to be super long. I apologize, but thank you for sticking in with me and watching to the very end. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye for now.